I would say there'd be no better Christmas gift than to earn a university degree. So I congratulate you, and we're so excited to share this event with you. I bring you greetings on behalf of our Board of Trustees. I'm delighted tonight, as Mr. White indicated, we have two trustees with us, both general officers, and that gives you an idea, I think, as to how we feel about the military. Brigadier General Ed Crowell and Brigadier General Gerald Dial, and we're so proud that they would be with us, and we thank them for that. But we also know that you graduates didn't arrive at this point without a lot of support. That support starts with your families, who provide encouragement, love, maybe even a financial investment, but certainly an investment of all that they are in you. I'd like for the family members of our graduating students to please stand up and let our graduates say thank you for your role in their education. So please. Thank you so much. I think the second very important group that I'd like for you to acknowledge is a group that without whom we wouldn't be here, and that's our faculty. And I'm so proud of our faculty. Those who are here, please stand up. Thank you. And then the last group, as a group, you know, as Ray said, we do embrace the United States military. Freedom is not free. We appreciate those who have served, those who serve, those who have supported those in service. And at this time, I would like to ask all of those who are in service or have served or spouses of those who serve or have served, if you have worn that uniform, please stand up and let us say thank you for your service. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure to attend. I probably couldn't tell you specifically, although my secretary told me 2 days ago that I've attended about 450 commencement ceremonies in the last 34 years. And there are a lot of commonalities that I've observed during those very exciting times. And that's the nature of so many of our students. So many of our students carry several loads at once. They work full-time. Many are parents. They go to school. They do so many things in their communities, and it's really a challenge, but one that we're so proud that you've taken on and have arrived at this point. We know that you're ready for the communities that embrace you, and they know that we need strong leadership in this country today more than we've ever needed it. And I care not whether it's in a PTA or in an elected office. We need you. It was Mother Teresa who said everyone can do something. And that's true. Everyone can do something. And it's our obligation to make our communities better. Indeed, it's a challenge for all of us to be the very best we can be, but we do need you. And as you go into the civilian world away from the university, and I do hope many of you will come back and work on even higher degrees, and not only a doctorate in nursing practice, but PhD programs too that await you if you're getting a master's or a master's degree for those who are receiving a baccalaureate degree. And so we urge you to continue. Lifelong learning is an essential part, I think, of your future. We want you to stay with us at Troy as long as you can. You're already a member of our Trojan family. And I would offer you 3 simple challenges as you in our alumni ranks. 1, to stay involved. You'll begin to receive an alumni magazine, and we want to read about you and what you're doing career-wise in community service. And if you don't have a car tag on your car that says Troy University, let me encourage you to put one. Because the state sends us 48 of the 50 tax-deductible dollars, and that all goes into a scholarship fund to help other students. And so please show your Trojan pride. The second challenge that I would offer you, send us good students. Let me underscore, good students. We want you to replace yourselves. Be great recruiters for your alma mater. And then the third, I would reiterate the call for leadership. Make a difference. It was Churchill who said, you make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give. Indeed, the longer you live, the more you realize life is about relationships. It's not about things. It's not about a portfolio. It's about making a difference in the lives of other people. And you have that capacity. And so on behalf of our National Alumni Association, I'm pleased to come bear gifts, or at least one gift for you tonight. And that is your first year's membership free in our National Alumni Association. And let me underscore, 1 year. What you'll realize is that your degree is not stagnant in value. It'll change. It'll increase in value or it'll decrease. We come to this university every day, the faculty and the staff. They come every day hoping to add value to your degree because we want it to mean even more a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades from now than it does this evening when you receive it. So stay involved and be part of this university. And it's because of our allegiance to the military that I have great pride tonight in introducing to you the keynote for our commencement ceremony. Colonel Ryan Richardson. He is the commander of the 42nd Air Base Wing here at Maxwell Air Force Base. And I hope all of you know that our very presence in this auditorium this evening goes back to our service at Maxwell. And that gave rise to our service in the community, as did our presence on our Dothan campus, came out of Fort Rucker. Our campus in Phoenix City was born across the river at Fort Benning. And so our ties to the military go way back, and Colonel Richardson is living proof of the influence of the military on this university. He is leading 42,000 active duty reserves and civilians who work for the United States Air Force. The 42nd Air Base Wing supports over 40 mission partners, including Air University, with whom we enjoy an outstanding relationship. Colonel Richardson's previous assignment was as Director, Manpower, Personnel, and Services, U.S. Air Forces in Europe. He received his commission in 1998 through the Reserve Officer Training Corps program at South Dakota State University, where I might add he was the quarterback. And I know that you probably know that South Dakota State competes soon for the FCS National Championship, and he plans to be there with his wife Lisa to cheer on their team. He has commanded at the group and squadron levels and previously served in a variety of assignments, including Operation Enduring Freedom, fighting the global war on terrorism. Please join me in welcoming a patriot, a great friend of this university, and a great American, Colonel Ryan Richardson.
I'd be absolutely remiss if I didn't up front acknowledge what a righteous national anthem, but I would stand by for some invites out to the Air Force Base. We tend to sing that song often. I'd also be remiss if I didn't congratulate Troy University and the Trojans on an exceptional football season. Most proud. Although we allowed their aircraft to land on Maxwell Air Force Base, I was most excited that you beat the Army when they showed up. In all seriousness, good evening and welcome to the warmth of the Davis Theater. It struck me on our short drive over from Maxwell Air Force Base this evening how thankful I was that this wasn't an outdoor ceremony, as we tend to enjoy those in the military. Maybe that's a sentiment shared by many of you in the audience today. This is the third such opportunity that I've been blessed to participate in over as many weeks. A chance each to humbly accept, a chance, an occasion to share thoughts, observations, and maybe even recommendations with a graduating class. The first of those for our Airman Leadership School, a one-month gauntlet aimed at preparing young patriots to lead others both in garrison or at home and deployed, often in combat. A class of fewer than 20 last month. The second for our Officer Training School, an 8-week foundational course preparing citizens to become commissioned officers in the United States Air Force and Space Force, preparing them to lead formations of airmen and guardians and to care for their families, a class of approximately 350. And tonight, an address to Troy University. Many we honor tonight have personal and professional stories and journeys qualifying them to stand here in my stead and share to inspire. Approximately 155 graduates who will lead in business, politics, medicine, and education. Graduates who will lead and inspire the communities within which we live, whether here in the river region, across our great republic, or across the globe. I've had the pleasure of serving with many Trojans, and I can't think of a deployed location that the nation has asked me to serve in where a proud Troy University flag did not fly in the barracks or in their unit. It's not lost on me that these opportunities are often granted to those nearer the end of their professional journey than to those nearer the start. I guess that means I'm getting older, and I guess I'm okay with that. I'm humbled by the ask and thankful for the opportunity, truly. Special thanks to the Chancellor, Dr. Hawkins, and Vice Chancellor, Mr. White, for the invite. And thank you to those responsible for pulling this event together and connecting so many online. I should briefly explain that when I fielded this invitation, the request called for 30 minutes of remarks. That's a dilemma for an Air Force commander. You see, we have a tradition, maybe it's a superstition, of tying our unit's numerical designation to everything that we do. As commander of the 42nd Air Base Wing, I wake up at 05:42 every morning, run my mile and a half in 8 minutes and 42 seconds, and put exactly 42 granules of sugar in my coffee every morning. You'll be happy to note that I won't be talking for 30 minutes, nor will I be talking for 42 minutes, nor 42 seconds. 10 minutes and 42 seconds sounds about right.